It's another beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Rubbin Minds. Welcome. My name is Ebuka Obiuchi, and thanks a lot for joining us on the show today. It's our very first show in the month of December. The year is quarter to end. It's been a quite an eventful year. A lot has happened, right from the presidency down to every single one of us trying to battle life with the very terrible economy. I'm sure a lot of us can't wait to see 2017 go away, and hopefully 2018 brings better things. But I mean, it's the festive season, it's right around the corner, so hopefully it brightens up the mood a bit and ushers us into 2018 happier than we've been for the most part of the year. We're going to be talking a lot about the Future Awards today on the show. The show is coming up next Saturday, the 9th of December, and we're going to be having a lot of the nominees here in the house talking about, you know, their expectations and how they've managed to achieve all of the great things that they have achieved at such young ages. And but before that, I want to touch on something that's pretty shocking, I think, for a lot of people. If you're on social media, especially Twitter, the #1 trending topic on Twitter right now is #EndSARS. If you're Nigerian, you do know what SARS is, the Special Anti-Robbery Squad. And I think a lot of the noise started a couple of days ago when someone on Twitter put up a video and talked about seeing someone being shot in the head point blank and killed somewhere in Lagos. And since then, a lot of people have started tweeting about their own experiences with the Special Anti-Robbery Squad here in Nigeria, and it's been across so many states. Everybody seems to have a story, whether small or crazy, and there's so many stories. I just want to read a few of them for you in case you're not on social media, because I mean, sometimes some of these things seem so far away from us, and social media seems like this little pot. But it's important that we all lend our voice to something that is, I think, critical to our nationhood. And if we have something as critical as the police, who should be holding fort for all Nigerians, and they seem to be doing what seems to be the reverse. It's only fair that we talk about this and find a way to do better as a people. Let me just read a few of the tweets for you now. There's the first one from @Omaomi Bright, says, "My brother was arrested some years ago by SARS in his shop because he looks like one who smokes. He was detained for almost 2 years. Ever since then, he has stopped living a normal life because the shock hasn't gotten over him." Another one's from Ovis Tebrown, says, "SARS came to randomly arrest boys from a bar in my hood earlier this year. None have returned till today." Another one from Amani_art says, "On May 3rd, 2016, SARS arrested my wife and I for having not drinking or drunk driving, just carrying drinks in the car, locally distilled alcohol. They whooped me for asking what we did wrong and drove us around different watersides. Later, they took all the money we had on us." There's so many tweets. IT Zotuki says, "SARS killed a friend in Eket. They later planted a gun on him to make him look like an armed robber. He was the only child. And SARS." So many people are saying so many things. Just go on social media and see what's happening there. And I'm sure you probably even have a story to tell. And I want to use this opportunity to reach out to the police and, of course, members of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad. I think it's about time we talk about this. We need to come on this show and actually properly dissect this issue. We also need the federal government to stand up, because, I mean, the police is a federal institution that is charged with the responsibility of protecting, not killing Nigerians. And if this continues in this way, I don't know what will be left of us to say. Hopefully, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, our governors, whoever it is that can start doing something about this, needs to speak up. We're hearing talks already about people planning rallies to protest against SARS, which is why the hashtag is #EndSARS. We don't know how this is going to end, but like I said, the most important thing now is to start having this discussion and have an honest conversation about how to do better as Nigerians. We're going to move on now to the rest of our show today. I have here with me two very bright young people who are nominees of the Future Awards in technology. I have here with me Chris Kwekowe from Slate Cube. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
And of course, Henry Obinugu. You're both in technology, right? This is sort of new money for a lot of people. Most people hear technology and tech these days and not just think about money and how much money can be made from it. How has your experience been for you so far?
First, thank you very much for having me. Like you said, my name is Chris. The experience has been a blend of everything. So I've had the awesome moments and I've had those not so great moments as well. But more importantly is the fact that I think we've connected to something that I think is more important than just having a company and just trying to leverage technology to solve a problem that every Nigerian faces. So that's what really gets us going, because even in tough times and when things look gloomy, we just keep going because we know that we're actually solving a problem. And the results we've been seeing have been pretty phenomenal for us.
What are some of those results, and what does SlateCube particularly try to solve?
Right, so SlateCube, what we really want to solve is the unemployment problem across not just Nigeria, but sub-Saharan Africa. We've painfully seen that while Africa churns out about 15 million graduates from its tertiary institutions, a very painful 73.5% of these graduates don't have the skills the market requires. So what we try to do is offer skill-focused training programs online and then onboarding processes so that they can actually build the skills the companies require and get them to do internships with these companies. And what we've seen is an 80% success rate in people who go through our programs and eventually get placed into jobs. Because companies need people who have skills, right? And if they build the right skills and get the right experience, definitely they're going to be onboarded to work with companies.
Henry, what does VNTS do? And what does it stand for? Let's start with that.
Okay, thanks, Ebuka. VNTS stands for Virtual Network Technology Solutions. We're an innovative hardware, manufacturing company. So we make innovative hardware from scratch. It's pretty much, hardware is hard, but it's doable, and that's what VNTS is out to demonstrate. We want to show that it is possible for Nigeria and Africa to make or innovate hardware products from scratch that are that can be used globally anywhere. Now, anyways, we're playing in the telco space, whereby we're producing devices that solve the problem of connectivity for users, people who are in their homes, people who are in their offices, and the likes. And these are products that are not, because if you look at it, right now, when it comes to technology, especially hardware, with our country, we do mostly importing. Most of the products we have are, consumed, we import all of them. So we started thinking about it. Okay, fine. Even these products that are imported, we still have the problem of adaptability. Sometimes it's the plug head, sometimes it's, the range. They're not really tailored to our environment, and that's the problem we set out to, achieve. And then from there, build a value system or an ecosystem whereby, from solving that problem, we tend to teach other people, okay, this is how we did this, and build a value chain around the whole thing. Hopefully, we'll get to manufacturing at some stage. But yes, in a nutshell, the products we've got currently are products that enable you to transmit data over your electrical wiring. We've done one. So a typical scenario, so Ebuka, you're in your house and you're upstairs in your house, and for some reason you have great Wi-Fi with your internet service provider. And I don't know if you've been to that situation. You go downstairs and for some reason your Wi-Fi is dead. So pretty much our product transmits your data using the electrical wiring in your building and make sure it gets everywhere across your building. And moving forward, we've also been able to invent a first of its kind ever in the world. It's never been done. So the ability, because typically the first product, you still needed to feed internet into it. But the second one we've done, you don't need to. All you just need to do is have a SIM card inside it, an LTE SIM, and it brings the internet in and it transmits it around your house. So pretty much a first of its kind. And we've also innovated it around, our typical environment. We have a rechargeable battery on it, and we have a detachable plug head on it. So it's really great. It's something that we're really, really proud of.
Nice, very well done. You guys seem to be doing very great things. But Chris, you're 24, and how long has this company been out for?
Yeah, so we've been running in beta since 2014, but generally started running as a business this year.
Okay.
So it's been, yeah.
Yeah.